Okay. Still going. You still?
للاجتهادات التقريب هذا حد العالم هذا طالق هذا راسخ والى اخره.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh to all the RipRight Hadith disciples, YouTubers and viewers. Welcome back to a new video on RipRight HD. Today we got the real bar father in the building. He said his name is not the BarXtrodinarie. Salute, brother. How old are you, man?
Oh, I'm 63 years old.
63 years old. Who you got that to your right?
Oh, to my right, this is Matrix. He's the founder of the NBXA.
Okay, BXtreme in the building.
He really wanted to say something like his son's son.
Yeah.
He's holding back.
Alright.
Yeah.
So salute, you 63. When did you start calisthenics?
Actually, I started calisthenics way before I was 17, but I didn't start the bar until I was 17. I was doing calisthenics when I was young because I used to swim a lot. You know, I started off swimming. And actually, I started doing the bar when I was 17 years old. And as I got older, I began to like it. After a while, I started to begin to love it.
Okay, so who got you into calisthenics?
Well, actually, it was a gentleman that I seen. I was locked up at the time. It was a gentleman I seen on the pull-up bar. And I had asked him a question pertaining to, you know,
Pull-ups, yeah.
and what does it do? He told me. And I was like, I gotta try this. I didn't, see, I'm not the type that mess with weights. So when he told me what it works, I was like, okay, I got to try this. So that's what I did. I got on the pull-up bar. I pulled, but see, let me explain. When I started, we wasn't doing pull-ups this way. We was doing these.
Chin-ups. Standing.
Understand what I'm saying? That's what we was doing, these here. It wasn't these, it wasn't these, it was these. These didn't come until after these was complete. And these was complete.
Got you. Okay, so I see you kind of looking shredded up under there, right? So what's your diet like of BarXtrodinarie right now in your 60s?
No, I eat anything and everything. I just don't eat pork.
All right, that's just all right, that's just like me. Okay, so now 17, you got into calisthenics. You started doing chin-ups, started doing pull-ups. What opened you up to get into the bar world that we know today?
Well, I've been like I said, see, I've been in it so long. I've been doing calisthenics so long that when I seen the first, and it was funny to me because when I seen it, I said, man, there's no way they're gonna give a tournament and I don't be involved in it. And that's when they had the flyers posted on this pull-up bar. They had
the first bar athletes.
Exactly. They had one posted on my pull-up bar that I work out with on 133rd and Bruckner pull-up bar. I seen that. I said, oh, no, there's no way they gonna have a tournament and I'm not in it. So I called Matrix. Matrix told me, this is what Matrix asked me. He said, are you on a team? I said, no. He said, you're not on? I said, no, I'm not on a team. He said, well, can you get people to put their name on a shirt and represent you? I said, yeah, I could do that. He said, well, how old are you? I said, I'm 52.
He was 52 at the time.
Okay, so rewind selector. Now, how did you know Matrix? Where's this? So you was just in the bar world?
Right, he was in the park.
I was in the park.
Yeah.
And I seen the flyer.
Oh, and the flyer had Matrix number.
Exactly.
And that's when you called them.
Exactly.
Got it. So before then, you didn't know Matrix.
I didn't know.
You didn't know BXtreme. You didn't know what teams was. You was just a regular.
I knew about the bartenders.
Okay.
Because
shout out the bartenders.
Because of Giant. And when I came home, I found out that Giant created bartenders, or bartenders was created. I don't know who created it. I know the discrepancy that went on and everything, but I'm not, I'm not politicking about that. But my thing was, when I came home, Muslim brother in the barbershop right here on 139th Street showed me a video of the bartenders. And I was like, oh, they can't mess with me.
Oh, you been nice. You was nice already.
Yeah, I've been doing the pull-up bar.
So that trick, the bar metrics they was doing, you think you had that?
I was doing tricks way before they thought about the bartenders. I've been doing the pull-up bar, the chin-up bar, and everything 46 years. There's no one in the game older than me, my age, that's been in the pull-up bar as long as I have. No one. There's no one in the game my age that's performing the way I perform on the pull-up bar.
Now in your 60s.
And at 63. And I salute to the gentleman that's my age and older that gets on that pull-up bar and do what they need to do. I give them much respect. Understand what I'm saying? But I just look at myself, and I'm not bragging or anything.
Yeah,
I'm blessed to be able to get on that bar and be very explosive. Understand what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not gonna lie, at one time I was gonna retire from the pull-up bar. And the tournament saved me from retiring. Understand me?
So at 52, you met up with Matrix. You said, I gotta be in this tournament. Matrix said, can you get shirts? You said, yeah. So what did you do?
What I wound up doing was, he said, well, meet me here in the park on Monday, 3 o'clock. Monday, 3 o'clock, I was here. Wasn't no one here. I called Matrix. He said, well, it's gonna rain. I'm not coming. Be at the park over on 133rd.
St. Mary's. I mean,
on Bruckner.
Oh, Bruckner, all right, yeah.
Be right
Pulaski.
there. Right, Pulaski Park. Be right there Wednesday.
So this is your park?
This one and that one is my park. That's what, at that time, that's what I was claiming. Understand what I'm saying? So, I said, okay. Wednesday came. I get to the park. Everybody else is in the park on the team, which is BXtreme. Everybody else is in there, they doing their thing, freestyling and everything. And on the bar, so I'm just watching them. I'm standing there, I'm right by the bar watching them while they spinning, they doing handstands, they flipping, all this old crazy stuff. I was like, yeah, I can do all that. I said, I'm not gonna do that. I know they can't do some of the stuff I can do. So Matrix took a while coming. So when Matrix finally came, this is what killed me. And he was sarcastic with me. He came straight to the bar. He said, yeah, you must be extraordinaire. I said, yeah, you must be Matrix. He said, well, let me see what you can do on the bar. I said, okay. So everybody watching me on the bar, I got on the bar. I think I did like 5 or 6 different things. But before I even got off the bar, I heard Matrix say this to whoever he was standing by at the time. All the team members was there. He said, he's going on the first DVD and he's going on the team.
There was nothing to talk about.
I heard him say it, I'm still on the bar. I'm freestyling. And I'm like, oh, I'm going on the team. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And at 52, I felt great. Because I was, like I said, it's a blessing.
It's a coincidence, right? The way, because during rapping the rain and I had to postpone it for the second week. You're right. I forgot about all of that.
Exactly.
He reminded me.
Exactly.
And then he came to the park right before we had the tournament. Because I'm like, we met before the tournament though, but that's how. Okay.
Okay.
You remember the whole story.
So now that tournament came before the DVD.
Yeah, the next year, 2009.
Got it.
We made the DVD in 2008, the same year that we did the tournament, but we didn't bring it out until 2009.
Okay, so now BarXtrodinarie is BXtreme.
Yes.
The real ball father. Exactly. So now, after that, you enter the tournament. What goes down?
Okay, after I didn't get into the tournament until 2009.
Oh, so that first tournament wasn't it? Yeah.
See, the reason why I didn't get into the first tournament is because Soul entered and
Stamina.
No, Hollywood.
And Stamina.
And okay.
It was Stamina, Hollywood, and Soul.
Right. So I was like, okay, I'm not even gonna enter. So 2009, I said, there's no way I'm not getting in this tournament. I said, because it's not gonna happen the way it happened last year, because Rebel got in that tournament.
2009.
Exactly. I said, there's no way I'm gonna let this happen the way it happened in 2008. I said, I know I can win this tournament on the ball. I entered the tournament.
So what happened in 2008?
Well, 2008, it was a.
It didn't go in your favor.
No, like I said in the last one, I had to correct something because my boy, shout out to Cat, shout out to Tech. Tech had to, he told Cat, he had to remind Cat that Soul won the pull-up bar metric competition that year. He didn't win the dips. That was Tech and
G.I. Joe, I think.
No, G.I. Joe won the
push-ups.
2010.
2009 was me, G.I. Joe, Rebel, Tech.
And Tech won the bar that year. Tech won in 2009 the bar, and G.I. Joe won the push-ups. But Hit in the 2008, Hit won the push-ups, I believe, and Tech won the dips, and Soul won the bar.
Got it.
So that's how that went. They was team at that time.
Right.
Tech and Hit was. They merged up together to become a team because at that time it was a team sport.
Without a
so
doubt.
you had to have more than one person competing with you, and we was judging you according to how your team
Overall
scores. Exactly. So that's how 2008 went.
Now 2009, bang.
More people come.
BarXtrodinarie in the game.
He's on the scene.
53 at this time probably. 52.
Yep.
So now you go in there, you on the BXtreme team.
Exactly.
So it's you, Rebel.
Me, Rebel, G.I. Joe, Technician.
No, hold up. Soul competed. Soul got involved. No, he got involved the next year.
No.
He hurt his bicep.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, who was on your team with
That was
you?
competing?
It was me and Rebel. It was me and Rebel.
Oh, as teammates.
As teammates.
I got it.
Oh, okay. I thought Stamina.
No, that was in 2008.
So 2009, it was you and Rebel.
Exactly.
And what y'all had to compete in?
We competed in pull-ups, bar metrics. Everything consisted of bar metrics.
Okay.
Sets after you do
Your tricks.
your freestyler, you had to do your sets also as far as your pull-ups. Like if you performed on the floor, you had to do your push-ups after that. If you performed on the dip bar, you had to perform after that.
And that is the problem with the bar, what they call freestyle bar metrics now. They took the workout out of the tricks, and this is what we keep telling people. This is why a lot of workout people don't respect the tricks no more. If you on the pull-up bar and you do a trick, after you done doing your trick, do some pull-ups, or somewhere in your routine you got to do pull-ups. Dips, same thing. If you do a dip routine on the bar, you got to do dips. If you're doing a floor doing a push-up routine, at some point you got to stop and do push-ups. That's what makes bar metrics different from what they call freestyle. Freestyle, they just do tricks and get off the bar, and this is why a lot of workout people don't respect it no more, because they saying a trick don't make you strong. So you got to add the workout in. This is why the workout people will continue to respect us. As long as we can do tricks and exercise at the same time, now you something different. Because anybody can just do a tricks, anybody can just work out. But now you're doing tricks and you adding the workout in it. That's something different. You're a different monster.
So what you won that year in?
Well, actually, I got into that tournament to see where I was actually at, right?
And you didn't place.
I didn't come in first place, right? But I won. Understand what I'm saying? When I say I won because of the fact that at my age, to get up there and do what I did against 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds.
Oh, that's amazing.
You got
message.
I'm a winner. It doesn't matter. I didn't look at the fact that.
Listen to that.
I didn't get a trophy or I didn't get any money. I looked at the fact that I competed and I was able to get up there, right?
You was able to hang with the young boys.
Exactly. and I did a very good job. Understand what I'm saying? And right now, at this age, I can still perform.
Could I intercede real quick? Because that's wisdom that he just gave. That's why I said message. In a game, it doesn't matter if you win or lose, as long as you play the game. The only time you lose is when you don't play. Because I guarantee you, whether it's the Knicks, the Celtics, the Lakers, the Knicks ain't always the champion, the Lakers ain't always the champions, the Celtics ain't always the champions, but do they still play the game? Do they still get $1 million checks? Do they still get endorsements? Do they still get to be a part of the overall game? That's what it is. They're still part of the overall game. So when you get involved with these games, RipRight, he just did it. Salute to him. Salute. He won, because it's not about winning or losing. It's just about being in the game. You win by being in the game. The only time you don't win is when you're not in the game. The people on the sidelines talking, the people in the crowds watching, they come there for entertainment. The people on the sidelines talking, they your best cheerleaders. So yeah, definitely you gotta, in order for you to win at the end of the day, you gotta be involved. That's it. That's how you win.
So that's your first competition and the last, or?
No. See, what I normally do, and he'll tell you.
Feel it out.
No, I don't feel out no competition. I'll get into any competition. I'm not afraid to enter any tournament. I love tournaments. Understand what I'm saying? I'll compete against the world. It doesn't matter who I compete against. Understand? My thing was when, like, I entered 2013 tournament, right?
Yeah.
And when I entered it when it was only the last set of pull-ups, right? And then I did the dip ball. I came in, I was in first place all the way to the end. All the way to the end until Powerhouse got on the dip ball. And when Powerhouse got on the dip ball,
1 point.
He fell off the dip ball, and somebody said, "Get back on it." Powerhouse got back on the dip ball, and when he got back on the dip ball, he did a handstand on his fish.
On the dip ball.
On the
I
dip
think I
ball.
seen that one.
Powerhouse is a bum.
I lost by 1 point on the dip ball. Understand what I'm saying?
And Powerhouse is a teammate.
Exactly.
Oh, so Powerhouse was BXtreme.
Yeah, Powerhouse BXtreme.
Shout out to Powerhouse.
Powerhouse, the Eric Rivera.
Yeah.
He was on Team Rock.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of guys was BXtreme in the game.
When I entered that tournament in 2013, I was 56 years old. Understand what I'm saying?
A lot of nice dudes.
So,
a lot of the nice dudes right now that y'all can see that's nice, they was old BXtreme members. Especially if they was from the Bronx. 9 times out of 10, they would be BXtreme members.
I just, I'm glad you said that too, because I need to say this. Because my mouth is ruthless. I need to say this to everybody in the ball game. Y'all have to remember one thing. Before MBXA created the games, did neither one of y'all have a name. BXtreme created MBXA for the players of the game. Once y'all got your status, y'all decided to go on your own, do this, do that, do this, talk about the MBXA, create your own little, whatever you call it. But you have to remember one thing, you have to come back home eventually. This is where it all started. Understand what I'm saying? See, you have to remember one thing. This is not a me thing, this is a we thing. If we can't come together as a whole with this, I'm gonna tell you something. Them Europeans is gonna take it. Right now, them Europeans, they more together with this than we ever been. So, come on, come on, let's get this right this way. And I'm gonna tell you, I know it's gonna happen. I have faith. It's gonna become a national sport. For those of y'all that don't really know this, it's gonna become a national sport.
inevitable.
Come on.
Inevitable. Everybody, who want to be controlling what?
Exactly.
We want to control what we created.
Exactly.
So, you understand? We don't mind anybody being involved, but we just want to be in control of what we created. And that comes with coming together, and that's coming with communicating, and that's what comes with building. And, you know, that's what we're doing from here on out.
Okay, so now after all of the tournaments, right? When did you like slow down, or are you still active?
Well, I'm still active. Right now I'm living in Florida.
All right.
I'm no longer in New York. But during the time I've been in Florida, I slowed down a little because of the fact that the parks are too far from where I live at, and I walk everywhere I go. They just built 4 pull-up bars in my area. Understand?
Blessing.
The only thing is now that I had a real bad accident at my job, whereas I was doing the truck and a lot of boxes fell off the lift onto my head, my neck, and my back.
Now, if you see it, you turn around, you can see his spine is curved. See his spine? It goes this way.
Yeah, I see
It's supposed to go this way. His spine goes this way. It goes towards his ear.
Yeah.
It's supposed to go up.
But even with that, I still perform. You know, a lot of people tell me, Matrix is one of them. You know, you got to be careful. You got to be careful.
I don't want him to get hurt.
Matrix know me. I will perform hurt.
Yes, he will.
I will perform hurt. Matrix will have to tell me, you're extraordinary. No, you can't. No, you hurt. No, I don't care. I'm going to perform. Understand what I'm saying?
How many different shows we did throughout the history?
My God.
We did the Stop the Gun Violence on 125th Street for
you have the makeshift pull-up balls y'all bring out.
Yeah. We did a fashion show. We did a school.
Yeah.
We did a farm. Did you come to the farmers market up in Westchester County?
Yeah.
With the kids. Yeah, with the kids.
I was there.
You was there for that?
Yeah.
I mean, we did a lot of shows.
So
a lot of performances around. Hold up, 42nd Street, where we used to go down.
Yeah. 42nd Street, 34th Street. Yeah.
So from the beginning to now,
nothing
else but BXtreme.
Yeah.
That's all. This is BXtreme for life. You know,
all that. You see all my boys.
And you got 46 years in the game.
I got 46 years in the game.
Calisthenics.
Yeah.
That's all I know. It's hard for me to, you know, I'm gonna tell you something. People have to understand something with me when it comes to the pull-up bar. When I got a certain age and I started seeing just how much I got involved with the pull-up bar, I seen a gentleman pull one day, right? But he was pulling away from the bar. I said, wait a minute, you're going that high, you pulling away from the bar? I said, man, let me see how you do it, but I can just pull. So one day, and this was years ago, I just pulled. When I pulled, all this went over the bar. And when I did that, that was my pull for life. When that happened, I started loving the bar. See, first comes love. Understand what I'm saying? After I loved the bar, I fell in love with the bar. Understand what I'm saying? What people don't understand is that when you mess with the bar, you have to develop respect for the pull-up bar. See, because if you don't have respect for that pull-up bar, either it's gonna make you or it's gonna break you.
Without a doubt.
What I'm saying? Me and the pull-up bar have a hell of a relationship.
So once you got with a team, was there anybody that you looked to or anybody that helped you even excel more from the level you was already at? Or?
Well, I'm gonna put it like this. I said, oh, okay. Hannibal, salute. I salute you. Beast Mode, salute you. Tech, I love you. Certain things that I seen certain people do motivated me to try to do it. Understand what I'm saying? And I always said to myself, once I get it, I want to perfect it, whereas I want to call it my own. Understand what I'm saying? Like I'm still working on the lever. I'm working on the move with the lever, I'm like, yeah, what can I do other than what I already see people doing? I'm not flying from bar to bar. I'm not doing it. I'm too old to be flying from bar to bar. But if I tell you, I tell you this here. Do everything I do on one pull-up bar.
Speaking of that,
don't fly.
Speaking of that,
to the next.
Right. Speaking of that, before you get out the interview, I would like you to explain to them, if you over 50 and you training on the bar, what would you recommend a person over 50 trying to get in shape, to our viewers and stuff, and trying to stay consistent on the bar? Whether you knew or whether you've been doing it and you're trying to get back in, or you used to do it and trying to get back into it. Like, what you think people should, because after 50, you slow down a lot, you get a lot of injuries, testosterone go down, you develop a lot of body fat. So a lot of people fall off and a lot of people start at 50. So
that's what I was about to answer.
Yeah, so
explain to them that question. Anybody over 50, right? This is what I would say. This is how I would tell you. First of all, I would look and see. I would ask you, what is your diet like? Understand what I'm saying? See, because you can start calisthenics and don't even care about your diet. See, but at the same token, right, you're still not you're still not getting the full benefit of the workout. See, because you're not performing properly, because you're still eating the same things that's slowing your life down. You understand what I'm saying?
You already said slowing your life down.
Exactly.
Not slowing your workout down, slowing your life down.
Exactly. So once you change your eating habits, right, and you see that you have changed, you have changed your eating habits, right, and you say to yourself, okay, well, let me speak to someone now and see what I can do pertaining to working out. Me personally, I would tell you, okay, what I want you to do is I want you to come out here every day, and I want you to run around the track at least 3 times, right? Once you run around the track at least 3 times, then I want you to come over here and do some stretching. Once you stretch, see, because that's important. That's important. You understand what I'm saying? That's very important. Why is it important? Because the body has to breathe. You understand what I'm saying? And once you stretch, I'll tell you, okay, I'm gonna work with you on the pull-up bar. I don't want you to do 10, I don't want you to do 5, I just want you to give me one decent one. If you can't give me one decent one, I'm gonna help you with it. I'm not gonna deter you away from the bar by telling you I want you to give me 10, or else I'm not gonna work with you. Understand what I'm saying? And if you can't do a push-up, I'm gonna help you do that one push-up. Understand? I'm gonna put my arms underneath your shoulder, I'm gonna support you to help you do that one push-up. You understand me? The same thing with a dip. I'm gonna help you do that dip.
So basically, his formula, what he's saying is, people over 50, 1, check your diet. 2, make sure you stretch and warm up properly and run. And 3, then you can begin the workout. See, there's steps before you get to the workout or before you get back into the workout. And that's what I wanted him to explain, because a lot of people will come and just get into it. And with a messed up diet, without stretching, thinking they can do what they used to do before, and now you over 50 and your shoulders pulled out or your back is blown because you just went straight to the workout.
And before we cut out, one of the brothers had asked me about being older and rest days. What's your rest like? With you 4 days on, 3 days off?
Well, I'm gonna tell you. If I was 30, 40 years old, right, I'm gonna tell you, I have to say it like this. I would be working out 2 to 3 times a day. That's what I was doing. And I was working out for hours. And I was doing this at that time 5 to 6 times a day. Understand what I'm saying? I mean 5 to 6 times a week. Right? Now I don't really do it like I used to, but I still do, perform. I still get on the floor, do my push-ups. I still get on the bar, do my pull-ups. I'm still a problem. Understand what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, about to show you.
I'm still a problem.
You
Don't
about to
think
show
I'm
you.
not a problem.
You want to walk over to the bar right now?
Yeah,
So
let's
he
get
can give
it.
you our set?
Yeah, I can do that.
You give him a set?
Yeah,
You give him a set?
I'm just gonna do a pull-up.
You ain't gonna just do a pull-up. You
I'm
gonna give
just
him a
joking
set.
with y'all.
He gonna give y'all a bar metric set at 63. Remember that. 63, and he still got that that BXtreme oomph in him.
Oh yeah.
I got ya.
Oh yeah.
Another thing, this is why I could never have excuses, because I've been around people like my Uncle Shabazz, which is at this time, he's 57, and I've been around Extraordinaire, 63. How can I ever say that I can't do this? They left me with no excuses. You see the men in my life? They left me with no excuses. And don't forget Keith Fields.
Oh yeah.
Come on. These guys are like in their 60s and their late 50s doing it, and you got an excuse, and you in your 30s?
Oh well. This is the reason why.
That's some abs.
Oh yeah. This is the reason why no one at 50 or 60 can say there's no way that they can do what I'm about to do. I've been doing
You ask
this.
them to do it, they won't be able to do it. You want to stand over here? I know all the angles over here. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Huh.
Okay. All right, he hold it.
Huh. 63.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10-second hold. Let's go. Oh, he's still going. He's still going.
Slow. Huh? Huh? 63, headbangers.
There you go.
63.
I thought you were going to get some muscle over there. Okay, I'll take it. Feet don't touch the floor. That's what they do, slow like that. Dropping keys.
Nice.
Hold on. Then make sure you do some pull-ups.
Indeed, in the body, literal translation, is a lump of flesh, a piece of meat. إِذَا صَلَحَتْ صَلَحَ الْجَسَدُ كُلُّهُ. And when that lump of flesh